What's up, Schroit Nation? My name is Mint Miracle. And today, I'm joined by...
Madre Much.
We're in on...
Yo,
there we go.
yo!
Yeah, this is the third episode of the new Schroit It Up Podcast. Schroit Worldwide! This is gonna go insanely crazy. We're actually gonna be going back to a classic album from the early days of Schroit, Dark Solder by Chocolat Fondeur. This is a personal favorite of mine as a lover of dark Schroit, and I could not be happier to be sharing this experience with the rest of you beautiful Schroiters.
Yeah. Shout out to Madre Much
Yeah.
Shout out to Madre Much coming in
today.
Hey.
Pretty sick.
On
pretty
such short
sick.
notice.
Very short
This
notice.
is
I didn't
literally
even
right
know.
before.
We were talking about finances, and then Fifth Minute said, "Check this out." And then
We
I
weren't
was
even
actually,
talking
I was
about
curious
finance.
if Flifmeal actually lived in Ontario, which is it's
No,
insane. the Schroit
Ontario, Quebec.
influence. Oh, Quebec. Oops,
Quebec,
my
yeah.
bad.
Same
Yeah.
Quebec
What
mode.
Worse.
where I am.
yeah,
I think.
I'm a Frenchie. I'm a little French
Ouais,
person.
c'est vrai. La Schroit worldwide.
La Schroit
La
au
Schroit,
planète.
la Schroit.
Ouais.
Schroit mondial.
Schroit mondial, Schroit mondial. I will say, I've been getting a shocking amount of
should
listens
start
from
this.
Montreal recently. Just to bring that up, that's wacky. I don't know why. Like, I checked in, like, within the past 2 weeks, I got, like, 60 listens from Montreal, and I'm like,
Wacky.
wacky! Anyways,
We should start listening to the
we
album.
gotta get this album kicked off. I'm so excited for this. First track, On the Go. Hit the Schroit button.
But let me bring this volume up.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
please.
volume was pretty quiet, yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yep. You love to hear it.
So we do hear the more dark, like
It's a little darker, but
not
it's
like,
still got a
yeah.
bit of that energy to it.
Oh,
I love the
it
drums
has-
here.
Yeah, it has the high pitched instruments bringing it up, but like we can still feel like it's heavy.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Now, this
classic
is
Schroit.
very classic Schroit sound.
Yeah.
It's
Very
Yeah.
old school.
it's not the
Keep
kind
on-
of one. It's definitely not the
2022.
highlight of the album. We already know this. There's some
Yeah.
solo tracks, but it's a
Yeah.
very good start that kind of speeds things up immediately, kind of gets you engaged. Good energy, sets a precedent well. Solid level 2 for sure. Yeah, I am.
Level 2, yeah. Level 2.
Yeah, this is level 2.
Yeah.
The pacing of the song is very well done because it's not like it's being the older style of Schroit. Not very long, and the theme is consistent. But because that theme is consistent and it's not that long, it's very digestible.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Just keeps running.
Yeah.
What are your
Yeah.
take, Madre?
You know, it really had that classic sound. You know, that
Mhm.
classic Schroit tune, that classic, Schroit vibe. I liked it.
Mhm.
I've never heard this one, to be honest.
Oh,
That's
However, I'm enjoying what I'm
fantastic.
hearing so far.
Have you-
So
Have you ever listened to the album, or is it just the song?
no, yeah, this album is like new to
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Oh,
You're,
that's
in,
so cool.
you're in for a
Yeah,
real
because-
treat on this one.
When
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
do you remember when you started writing Schroit?
That was to be honest, I was living like, I don't know. It was a tough time for me, dude. It was a tough time. I was not a Schroiter. Schroit changed my life.
Yeah.
It's,
With the
you
release
joined,
of
yeah,
what's it
you,
called?
You joined the
Oh,
server
it was the
in
debut,
2022.
Alan in the
scrolling
Garage,
down.
I think. By
No, you were mistaken.
That was Hamburg. Hamsterdam.
Got so many albums, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were pumping them out.
Oh my god.
You
Oh
were.
my
I'm
god.
still scrolling. I'm still scrolling.
Yeah. First album. What are you doing
Your
sitting down?
first
God gave you feet
release?
for a reason, so stop crying,
Oh,
get up
yeah,
and dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a
Exact-
good album. I love
exactly.
that album. Bida-boo-ba, bida-boo-bum, bida-boom-bum-bum.
I just want to say I remember Fleef actually saying that was some kind of ringtone or something, which is incorrect. That is an incorrect fact.
Oh,
Mhm.
It is referencing this one song, which I'm gonna pull up.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't remember the name, but I definitely am gonna pull it up here. I have a wiki now for everyone listening. You can go visit the Madre Muchacho wiki if you don't
Okay.
know who I am, and
Yeah.
sort of get an idea of who Madre Muchacho or Madre Much now. My bad. Is that song specifically referencing Francisco Tárrega's Grand Vows? That is such a classic. It's my favorite song of all time, and I just wanted to pay homage to it.
Extremely valid.
Oh.
You know what I'm going to say, though? I want to listen to Good Boy off of Dark Soldier by Chocolat Fondeur.
Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a listen. Hit that
Dark
swipe button.
Dodder.
Great track.
Oh,
In my opinion,
that
the
gave me
highlight of the album. Yeah, chills.
Gave me chills.
Really? Okay.
arms,
All
yeah.
right. All right.
Those notes,
your-
like when it, like the dissonance, it just hits the right spot in my brain where I'm just like, oh,
Mhm.
oh.
I like because it's very organ sounding,
Yep.
and
Oh, I
It's
love organ.
The organ
gothic.
is great in Schroit.
there's something about Chocolat Fondeur on this album, very gothic themes. Okay,
Yep.
I find.
Yeah,
Um,
it's organ when it's used well, it gives
Oh.
really good results.
It's-
Like I think
yeah.
my best result was the consequences of controversy with an organ instrument.
Yeah, valid.
That's where I hit my like. I
Valid.
don't think I've really used it to that level. After I might try it again. That's something I should try to do. But
Yeah.
yeah, this great use of the organ.
No, it's great. I
The Yoi as well.
yeah, I like that the,
The
yoi
Yoi, the
isn't
bass Yoi is
overpowering.
classic.
I like that it's a
Yeah.
yoi, but it's like more of a reservoir that adds to it. Right?
Yeah.
It kind of sets the foundation timbrally and like texturally for everything else
Yeah.
on top, but the yoi isn't like overpowering it. And that's you love to see it cuz yoi obviously is a great lead instrument. Like it's a good thing to just push forward and lead the charge, but it's nice to have it in a bit of a different role here.
Yeah, I think I'd give this like in like the Schroit scale like a 2 because it's
It's still
fairly
level
easy
2.
to listen to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
level two.
it's like quality wise, it's higher than that.
It's a very good quality song.
Mhm.
Well,
Any comments for us, Madre?
yeah, Madre.
Evil. In a
Evil.
good way.
That's true.
I like that.
Fantastic.
That's a
Don't be
great way to
shy,
say it.
Madre.
Okay,
You just hop in, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss me
Give
on
us
the
your
lips.
comments. We want to hear
Um,
your input.
It was pretty cool.
It kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the video game Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but I was getting a little bit of that vibe right there. Some kind of like
so
haunted
That's
house
a
vibe.
great
Yeah, yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah. I
I
played.
did not
I
think of
played
that,
that
but yeah.
game heavy. I have it
Yeah.
on
I got
Steam.
it installed right now.
Yeah.
I'm
ever
gonna have to
played,
reinstall that. That's an awesome game.
What is it? Train TTD?
Open TTD.
Oh, Open TTD.
Open TTD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
We got to make the
Yeah.
Schroit server, the Schroit Roller Coaster Tycoon server. That's all I'm saying.
So true.
All the attractions are references to Schroit songs.
I just name all of them the demise of Alloy Roy, and none of them start. He's already dead. That's why.
My
Yeah,
part of the park would just be the
Rip.
lobotomy zone, where all the attraction names are like weird typos.
Yeah, no, it's all just your album Lobotomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that I made it already.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Wait, Madre, are you familiar
Yeah.
with our short leveling?
I keep hearing you guys reference songs as, level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4, but I don't really know what you mean by that. Could you run me
Okay.
through it?
Yeah.
I can explain. So level 1, it's something you would show to your grandma, and she'd be like, "Yeah, this is music," and like she'll just be like, "I like this." Level 2, that's where most Schroit goes towards. It's listenable, but it feels Schroity. It has like that Schroit vibe. Level 3, it's a bit more advanced. You have to like know a bit of Schroit before you get into that. So it's like you're gonna show that like maybe third, fourth song, and then you have level 4 where it's like you gotta know Schroit to understand these, and it can be in a good or bad way, aka having like Steven's Oblivion or the futility of looking both ways, which I think are the good two
Okay.
contrasts
Yeah.
between like.
I definitely
Yeah.
put Jello Salad World Champion, like the song, there as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember what that sounds like, I do. That's pretty good.
We can remind you after
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
episode. Or two,
But yeah,
after-
basically,
or-
it's how like undigestible it is. Level 1 is very digestible. Level
Okay.
4 is very difficult to digest. So this is like 2s because like a regular person might hear those yoys and be like, that's a little bit silly because they don't have a trained ear. But they'll still be like, oh, this sounds nice. So
Mhm.
level 2.
I would definitely say now that I have that context, for sure, this is a level 2 Detroit track. I also just want to ask Yo-Yo, on your chin there, what's going on? What's happening? Okay,
That's just
okay,
where I keep
okay.
that.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a good hiding spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So do we go to mail?
Line up, ladies. He's single. All right. Yeah, let's go to mail Tim. Sorry, Yo-Yo, but
Mail
it was
Tim,
really
yes.
funny.
Let's get into it.
Complete 180 from the previous track.
Yeah, it's like it's a bit of like an intermission without having silence in the middle of the album, just to make it so you're like, oh, this is dark, and then like,
Yeah.
"Whoa," a little bit of happy, and then you go back
And now
to the
Tim
darkness.
is delivering you some mail, and you're like, "Oh, hi, Tim." Right?
Yeah,
Hits you with
maybe
one
it's
of
the
those.
guy who eats his mail,
Good.
who's
That-
delivering it. You know?
Yeah.
That song is was Schroit. I write
Very
notes
early
like
Schroit,
I
yeah.
you know, and it says the only note that I have for the song is it's Schroit.
Yeah.
You know, it's 12 seconds. It's
Classic. Classic.
what, maybe
4-bar.
4 bars.
Yep.
4 bars of the same thing.
That's a classic Schroit formula. Like
That's-
if you don't know what to do when you start, that's how I started. Just don't add any bars. Just do 4 bars, and leave it like that. And like maybe like one song you make it a bit longer. It's like, oh, this is like the good song, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. See where it
You know,
leads.
you
I,
have-
I like it. Mm-hmm.
This is like everyone has this kind of song, in their repertoire. You gotta have it. I like the repetition. It's very Schroit, very classic. We definitely
Yep.
don't want. I can't remember the name. That 17-minute Schroit
Yep.
song. We
Yep.
Steven's
we don't want to go
Oblivion.
that length.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But
Mhm.
yeah, this is a pretty solid one. I definitely think it's a 180, like you said, from the
Mhm.
previous track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do we go to
Great track.
Forsaken Carriage?
Level 1. Yeah. Let's hit Forsaken Carriage.
Oh yeah, that one's level 1.
Yeah.
for
Level
sure.
1 for sure. Bam. It maintains the speed of the previous one, but it
Mhm.
darkens it back again. We're now
Yeah.
back in evil territory. Honestly, I think this is probably the most underrated track on the album. You see here, it's the least listened to one, but honestly, it's one of the better ones in my opinion. I
It's
prefer
not
that
bad.
over Mail Tim or On the Go personally.
It's I like to think that all these songs are being sung by this little guy right here. And he had like a
Mhm.
little happy moment, and then he's just going back into the darkness, and then he's bringing out. his
Yeah, he
magnum
got his
opus.
mail from Mail Tim, and then
Yeah, and then
Mail
Mail
Tim
Tim
left.
is gone
The
and he's
car-
alone again.
Yeah,
Now
the
But the
it's
part-
carriage is
Forsaken
bringing
Carriage.
Mail Tim away. That's why it's Forsaken.
yeah, exactly.
Pedestrian carriage.
and then
is
Mail
getting
Tim
rid
is
of
fading
Tim.
into the abyss.
Whoa.
He's so sad.
We figured out the lore.
Wait, there's-
Wait, hold on, because
What?
Mail Tim is on the go, and he's
Yes.
a good boy, and then he
Yes.
delivers the mail, and then the carriage takes him
And
away,
then-
and he fades into the abyss. Holy crap, did we just figure it out?
Wow.
The Schroit
Mhm.
for
ARG?
such a long time.
I love figuring out the lore of a Schroit album that doesn't always have one.
After
know?
3
Maybe
years.
the thing is, we would have to check with Chocolat Fondeur directly to see if
Yeah.
there was a reasoning to the naming scheme of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
This is crazy stuff.
Could have been a fluke, but this is the lore now.
That's my
Uh,
headcanon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
We'll
feel
start writing
like
fanfics, Dark Sauter fanfics.
Yeah.
yeah.
My
I feel like this
headcanon is
still a
that
2.
male Tim has like the body of a twink and the head of an otter.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on to this.
Wait,
Yeah.
I do have. So this would be probably 1.
I put that in 2. I think it's 2.
2?
Like it's got that. The thing
I
we
guess
also
it's very
you need
quick.
to keep in mind that like some of the melodies have like little chromatic stuff that'll probably put people off. I know when we listen to Schroit, we get desensitized.
Yeah.
Like you listen to enough Schroit, you start listening to like Schoenberg, and you're like, why is this the same thing?
Schittenberg.
Right? That's just how it is. We gotta like take back like if I was normal.
I like the use.
I hope people
of
like my
a
internet
lead
common
instrument.
etiquette reference. By the way, I thought it was really good. Anyways,
Why do you have to explain it? Okay, let's go fading into the abyss.
let's fade into the abyss, guys.
This
Bye bye.
is
male
my
Tim.
personal favorite
Okay.
off of this album.
What? That's such a rare opinion with these 50 plays. Okay, let's
What
get
can I
into it.
say? I'm a sheep.
Fantastic.
That yoy.
Wow.
I never
Very
expected.
spooky.
Every time.
Yeah.
The yo
I
at the end
never-
is crazy. That
It's a
fits.
bit like that song with
Yeah.
the guy who put a cannon in the middle of the song just to make it so people wake up because it feels
Yeah.
like it's putting you to sleep and then it's just like bang,
it's dark
yoy.
and you're like, oh, I'm so fading into the abyss. Male Tim is gone. And then,
And then the yoy is
Yoy!
definitely male Tim reaching out to you from,
yeah, and he's saying, I still
Wherever.
love you.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't know if
male Tim
anybody
is the
caught
one.
it. I'm so
Yeah, you
sorry,
go.
Fleef, but I didn't know if anybody else noticed the Dark Souls reference in the middle there. A little motif there from the final boss fight. I heard the plin plin plon little melody there. I can tell that Chocolat Fondeur is it
He-
Fondeur?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chocolat
Fondeur.
Fondeur.
yeah.
Chocolat Fondeur is quite a
He is.
Dark Souls fan. This might be inspired by the game. I don't know.
Yeah,
We have to ask him.
Yeah, I've spoken with him a little bit here. Well, I mean, he is in a relationship with my sister, so I speak with him fairly often.
Oh.
But essentially, yeah, he is a huge Dark Souls fan. He loves that franchise. He also loves like Elden Ring and all that kind of stuff. And so I know that it was very intentional that he was gonna Dark Souls it up here. I think there's some other albums he has that have Dark Souls, Elden Ring like references in there, but
Maybe Dark Solder
Yeah.
2.
probably.
Solder.
Yeah.
Probably.
In fact, that's probably why it's called Dark Solder, because Dark Souls,
Oh,
Dark
true.
Solder.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that's a
but
really-
yeah, no, great album.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Fading into the abyss. Like I said, is probably my favorite off of this album. I like the somberness.
Yeah.
It makes me think of Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Okay, because
Mhm.
it also has a similar somber vibe. Not quite as the same as Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like
Mm.
very, very dark, but
yeah.
that's the vibe it gives me is that Zelda sort of thing. Great
Mhm.
song. Great song.
Yeah. No, great
It's-
album.
Yeah,
Um,
I like this album. This is a classic
Level
album.
2.
I think people should keep. Yeah, I feel like this whole
Yeah.
album, level 2.
Level 2 album, yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing.
Quality wise, I'd probably
good.
put this at 3.
I agree.
Okay. Respectable.
Because yeah,
We're also out of
two, like there's 2 levels. Yeah, there's the level of listenability, like of digestibility, and then the level of quality.
Yeah, our
And I feel like-
rankings per
yeah.
se, how much we
Yeah.
subjectively enjoy them.
Mhm.
I'd give this one a 3. I don't know. I don't think I'd give it a 4. I think I'd give it a 3. It's a good 3. It's a high 3, but I don't know if I.
Yeah.
I think 4. I would need to I'm gonna reserve my 4s quality wise for like masterpiece albums. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like Blick Mick.
yeah,
Classic.
like Blick Mick or Wet Dry and somewhere in between. Yeah,
Hey, that's not that
maybe,
bad. It's
or
not
maybe,
that bad.
Or maybe Pass Me the Doorstop.
No, it's for the fetish.
Yeah, maybe Trimp if I'm feeling a little special. uh,
I re-listened to Trimp and I forgot all the songs that were on it.
yeah, I think there's one called Doused in Crickets, and that's all I can remember.
I'm gonna have to go re-listen to my.
I
own
love making
discography.
really obscure Schroit references, so our viewers don't know what I'm talking about. That's
And
my
then they have to
favorite
go
thing.
look it up.
And then they have to go look
understand.
it up. Oh,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
King of the Outlet.
Okay, that's a one. King of the Outlet's a one.
Yeah, that's not a good album. I'm sorry, Flip. I re-listened to it and I was like, damn, this ain't.
Sorry, I know it's not good.
Yeah. No. Anyway, sorry. So we agree, everyone. This is level 2. Everyone's subjective ratings. Me and Flip are giving it a 3. What do you two think?
I'll give it a 3. I'm kind of on the fence about it though. Like it's not a 4.
No, yeah, no, we're in the same.
I feel like
space
some of
there.
the songs aren't really. That's a 3.
Yeah, perfect. What are you thinking, Madre?
Classicness. You know, I don't want to jump on the bandwagon here, but like 3 is a pretty appropriate score. You know, it's no Kun, right? You know, it's
Yeah,
no like
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
enter another classic Schroit album here. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this has its place. Also, I want to note on the last song, new Schroiters take note of the use of yoi in this song.
Yeah.
From years of experiencing, Schroit releases and like use of Schroit throughout the years of Schroit. I'm saying Schroit a lot. The use of yoi in Schroit,
That's
rather.
reasonable.
You gotta make it nice. It has to stand out. You know, it can't
Yeah.
like blend in. It can blend in, but like when it's really shining, that's when it's strongest. And I feel like it's a great example of yoi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it can also
absolutely.
be
Well
used to
said,
tell
well
the story.
said.
I feel like in this, it's telling the story. It's male Tim, who's coming back and talking. So it ties in the whole story, the love the love story.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I think that pretty much wraps up the review for this album. So
Yeah.
let us know in the
Right now.
comments which album you want us to rate a 3 next week.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah, we love giving things 3s. It's because Schroit is so
Three,
good,
three,
it's hard
three.
to give things bad rating. No.
Hey,
There
Mint,
are
it's
2s and
because
1s out
Schroit-
there. Right.
Mint, it's because Schroit has 3 letters.
Yeah, 3 letters. I had to count that one on my fingers.